Hi, this is Patty D. Priest, and welcome to Educate Academy, brought to you by the Kentucky Academy of Technology Education. Today we're going to look at organizing Google Drive. When I started working with Google Drive, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to keeping it organized, and I would create files and folders. A lot of my documents ended up not in folders, and so you may look at my Google Drive and think it's organized because you see a lot of folders, but if you scroll down below, there's an awful lot of files that have not been organized. I'm working on it, but it takes a lot of time. It's better if you do this from the get-go. So one thing you want to do is you want to make sure you create folders. So you can put files in there, you can put folders inside of folders, creating subfolders, and really make things organized and easy to find. So to create a folder, you would come up to the New button, click on Folder, make sure you name it, and so I'm going to call this Google Drive Class, and I'm going to click Create. Notice that it's going to create it, and it's going to put it in alphabetical order. It's also going to highlight it in blue. So I've got my folder. If I want another folder in it, all I've got to do is open it. I can come up to the New button, click Folder, and I can create my new folder. Make sure you name it. Click the Create button, and it creates the folder for you. Notice up here, it tells me I'm in my drive in the folder called Google Drive Class, and I've created another folder down here in that folder called Organizing Drive. If I had any files in here, they could be in that folder or they could be outside of it, just in the Google Drive Class folder. All right, so we've figured out folders. The next thing you can do to kind of keep things organized, I'm going to go back to my drive. I could have clicked over here as well, is you'll notice that some of my folders are color coded. Okay, so all you need to do to color code a folder is right click on it, go down to change color, and pick the color that you want. They're going to default to that gray color. The thing you don't want to do is use too many colors, because unless you have a little cheat sheet on the wall that tells you what those colors mean, is you're probably not going to remember them. But for the things that you use a lot, color coordinating is a really helpful deal. So you'll notice that I've colored the Kate folder a green color, but I've also added this little emoji in front of it, which is a cheating way to bring it right to the top. Two of my folders here have that in front of it. This is a shared folder. Somebody else owns it, and so I don't think I can change the name of this folder to take that out of there, and it really doesn't bother me that it's there, but I want the Kate folder at the top. And so both of these folders are here. They're not in alphabetical order because of these emojis. List view. I am in list view, and it really is a quick way to kind of sort through and look to see what you have. You can change to the grid view by coming up here and clicking, but it's a little bit harder to kind of find what you're looking for, because your folders, even though they're alphabetical, they're going from left to right instead of top to bottom. And so you can sort through these. The nice thing that I like when I'm this way is that I can not only see most of my folders in one window, but when I come down here to my files, it gives me a little kind of preview of what the folder looks like, so I can actually see it and kind of see if this document is something that I want. You can switch back and forth. Some people prefer the list view, some people prefer the grid view. Another thing that you can do to organize it is you can star things. You'll notice over here I have this starred area here. This does not move folders or files to that and delete them out of your folder. It just is a way to highlight something that you want to get back to quickly, time after time. So if I click here, you'll see that I have some folders that are starred, and I have some files that are starred. I really need to go through this and kind of figure out what I do and don't need and get some of these out of here. But this way, when I need something and I know it's starred, I don't have to go to my drive. I don't have to search for it. I don't have to scroll down through a lot of folders or files. I can come to starred and I can find, oh, I need the Kate shared folder. Bam, it's here. Oh, I need the training folder. It's here. Oh, I'm doing training with Lyon County. Here's my Lyon County demo file that I was working on. So these are things that you access a lot, or things that you are using maybe this week or next week that you're actually working on. And then once you're done with it, you can remove the star. All I have to do is right click on it, say remove from starred, doesn't delete the file, it just puts it back. Well, actually, it just takes it out of here. It never left where it was. To add the star, all I'm going to do, back to my drive, I can right-click on any folder and add to starred. And if it's a document, all I have to do is right-click on it and again, add to starred. That's all there is to it. When I have a document open, I can actually add it from there as well. I like using the starred area. Another thing you need to do is make sure you name your files and folders. And so when you name things and leave it as untitled, it's really hard to know what's in there. If I was to scroll way down, and it might take forever to get there, I'm sure I have a bunch of untitled documents. And so those things really aren't very helpful. I have to kind of look at them to see what's in it. So make sure you name your files and folders. Another thing you need to do is when you're done with something and you don't think you're going to need it anymore, like if I do a training and I created a document just kind of as an example, when I'm done that training, I really need to go in and delete it. To delete a folder, all you do is right-click on it and remove. It will go to the trash. Same thing with a file. One of the last things you need to do, and this is what I'm working on, is to go down to your unfiled files and actually move them into folders. Let's say I'm going to go down to my files again. This is a template for Google Slides, and I happen to know that I have them in another folder in my Google Drive. So I can click on this. I can hold my Control or Command key down depending on what kind of computer I'm on, click multiples, and then I can scroll through here and maybe I can find several of them. Now I could search for these and probably pull them up faster, but what fun would that be? So once I find these, I can right click on them and say move to, and I can move all of them at the same time. I happen to know that I want to quickly go to my starred folder, so I went back. I'm going to starred, and I want to go to my G Suite for Education. These really aren't G Suite for Education files, but I keep them in the Google Slides folder that's here. And so I'm going to click on the little arrow, and you'll see that I have templates. I click there, I click move, I click OK, and all of those should be moved there. And now they're no longer unfiled in my Google Drive. If you do want files that are next to each other, I can click here, hold my Shift key down, click here, and it will choose everything that is in between. In a lot of cases this doesn't work, but there are times that it will. That's all for getting organized. Hopefully this will help you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.